Unit, respond to 58-year-old male who has fallen in his garage, has a history of multiple back issues. Copy, responding. Show us on scene. Hey, did you put your PPE on? Yeah, I sure did. Did you make sure the scene is safe? Yes, absolutely. Oh, what do we have here? Wow. Let's think about that scene safety real quick. Have a vicious dog potentially at my patient's left arm, so I'm going to ask someone if they can secure that. It's also got some music going on. Let me see if we can't shut this down so we can hear the patient. There you go, sir. I just want you to know I'm going to be turning your radio off for a second. Now, what I'm going to immediately do is have my partner maintain inline immobilization of the spine. So imagine that imaginary partner there. Well, hey, let's use the dog for that. That's a good thing. Come here. If you can come over here and maintain Daddy's C-spine over there. Now, this is where after you maintain that C-spine, pulse, motor, sensory, and checking the cap, refill, make sure there's good circulation. Sir, is it okay if I move your hammer out of the way? Sure, go ahead. Fantastic. And so as I check my pulses, sir, can you wiggle your fingers for me? Great. Can you feel this? Now that's something we're going to complete in all four extremities. We've got a little bit of misalignment here. We'll bring that straight once we get down to the legs. Now, I'm also going to have my partner take the appropriate size C-collar, give you some little reminders of what some of this equipment could look like. So they'll go ahead and assume that role. We also want to bring the spine board to the side of the patient so we can do that gentle log roll. This is where we come from the scissoring, moving that patient slowly up and down without obviously compromising the C-spine. We've also got a little blanket here, which would be a reminder to pad any potential voids we have on the patient. Once we get that assembled, now the difference is from what I've given you here being the actual spider straps. My guess is you're going to be using the Baird straps, those 9-foot straps. Heard Bridget mention those on Saturday. So certainly know there's different devices to do this, but whichever one that is that you are going to use, you will be proficient with that. Now, after we lay that patient on the board, we've evaluated the pads. Now we want to mobilize the patient's torso, head, and then we'll continue down with the legs so we have them immobilized. The arms and legs being secured to the device are fine. If the patient is able to give themselves a hug, then we can certainly have them do that. With the legs, maybe a little bit of duct tape around the feet just to keep that safe and from slipping on us. And then the last thing we're going to want to do, remember we assessed pulse, motor, and sensory to begin with. Very similar to splinting. Anytime we make that movement or correction on the patient, we want to make sure that pulse, motor, and sensory are still intact. Now, it kind of wraps up that scene really quickly, but kind of build an idea of what we had that was going on. Looks like he was working with his oil, potentially slipped on that, fell and hit his back. So hopefully this gives you a different perspective as you start thinking about those skill sheets. You can make your own patient. Not everybody's going to run around in a giant Perry the Platypus outfit, but pillows, socks as arms and legs are fine. It's just to get into that habit. So hope this is going to be beneficial to you. Appreciate it. Bye.